Yo, what's poppin'? People, your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. Y'all know how we do before we get started. We got to shout out to all the beautiful subscribers and followers and people that support the program who are always tuning in to get some of this heat. As y'all know, we dropping bangers. And today, we got to talk about Geno disrespecting one of the greatest female coaches in the game, Dawn Staley. Now, Geno Auriemma is the head coach of UConn, one of the most illustrious female basketball programs in college basketball. But here comes along Dawn Staley, who has turned around the South Carolina Gamecocks and turned them into a complete powerhouse over the last 10 years. Now, Geno is one of the most historic coaches in women's college hoops. Now, Geno was on the midst of another undefeated season. We've seen Geno go undefeated before, maybe 3-4 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? He got ladies that have played for him that have never lost a doggone finals or a Final Four. So Geno is historic in women's basketball, like Pat Summitt and others. But on yesterday, on Friday, on Friday, you hear me? On Friday, them lady Gamecocks came to play basketball and they beat the brakes off UConn 62-48. UConn being the favorite team to win it all. For Geno to go back to back again because he won last year, you know. And last year he beat Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks. But let's talk about it. Now, like I said in my brief interlude, my brief monologue, Geno Auriemma is one of the most legendary coaches in female basketball, especially in college hoops, not in WNBA, but in college hoops. But on Friday, them lady Gamecocks came to play. UConn being the favorite to win it all. Geno, on the verge of another undefeated season, and along comes young Dawn Staley and them South Carolina Gamecocks. And they put belt to ass against UConn on Friday, beating the brakes off of them 62-48 with one of Dawn Staley's most prominent players on the bench, unable to play. And they still beat the UConn Huskies by a big margin. Now, last year, when Geno beat Dawn in the finals, in the Final Four, Geno was all smile. Geno was standing at half court waiting on Dawn Staley. Geno was looking like $1 million last season, waiting on Dawn Staley at half court because they blew the Gamecocks out. I will not lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I will show it to you.
Coaches, for a little more on Geno and Dawn, here is Holly Rowe.
Well, they're so big, they only need one name. Dawn and Geno, they are the two icons in this game right now. They both started out with very humble beginnings. Geno
Coaches, for a little more on
Geno. Now, you telling me. Now, that's Geno last year. After they blew the Gamecocks out, that's Geno Auriemma standing half court, waiting for Dawn Staley to show up. He there with his hands just a waving, showing out, because he done blew out the Gamecocks. And as always, Dawn shows up, does her thing, looking great. But this year, whole different monster. Geno was undefeated. The Gamecocks lose. And when it come down to shaking Don's hand toward the end of the game, Geno acted like a little bitch. Geno didn't want to shake Don. Geno shook Don's hand, and Geno had something to say. I want to know what Geno said. Because
Geno getting into it a little bit on the sideline as Geno has to appear. The officials will hold the players now. Don and Geno getting into it a little bit on the side.
Yeah, what Geno got to say? Because it sounded like Geno had something to say to Don. And Don said, I will beat Geno's ass. That's what Don said. Don said she'll beat Geno's ass because she ain't about that life. But that's the most bitch move you could ever make. Geno shook Don's hand and walked off the court. He didn't wait till the team ended. The game was over. Geno shook Don's hand and walked off the court like a true hater. The hater that he is.
Show you that video really fast. This is the pregame video.
But Geno said he was mad because before the game, Don didn't shake his hand. And we still trying to figure out where Geno get this information because Geno forgot. This is 2026. We got all this shit on tape. Everything is live and in living color if you in that dome. And this is a pregame ceremony where Geno and Don shake hands, shake their entire team's hand, but Geno, she didn't shake your hand. That's what you said. That's what Geno said. Geno said Don didn't shake his hand. Before the game, Geno said Don didn't shake his hand. But we just saying, Geno, we got footage everywhere. The footage is all over the place. There's you and Don shaking hands. Now you got something smart to say to Don? He got something smart to say because you done got your ass handed to you. But Don about that life. Tell him what you gonna do, Don. Geno, you got something to say? Step up to the mic. Yeah, see them sisters. They're like, yeah, we got the game. Now he got to go back in his little hole and cry. Say something, Geno. Tell him. What you gonna do, Don? Say it again. Say it again. She gonna beat Geno ass. She gonna beat Geno ass. And I'm with you beating Geno ass, Don, because Geno need his grown ass whoop for acting like a big little bitty bitch because you lost. Your undefeated season is gone. Your undefeated season is gone. Take your ass whooping like a man. But you had something smart to say to Don. So like you a big boy, like you run college women's college basketball. That ain't for you, bruh. This is on Don. She was big enough to shake, and then you gonna have something smart to say. She should have gave you the 1-2 right there on the sideline. But what Don need to do after Geno's apology, because everybody keep asking her what did Geno say. She need to say what Geno said. Because Geno said he wasn't sorry.
As rivals, but off the court, is there any kind of relationship between you two?
No, not really. We don't have a lot in common.
I know you described yourselves as rivals, but off the court, is there any kind of relationship between you two?
No, not really. We don't have a lot in common. I mean, Dawn was my assistant on the Olympic team, and we've been coaching against each other for a long, long time. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for what she's done at South Carolina. And I remember when she got there, and the program had basically fallen off the map. So for her to take her program and take it to where it is right now, I have tremendous amount of respect for that.
All I'm saying is, Geno a little bitch. Because you got beat again, you got blew out again, then you complain about it. This is what
Their
Geno
coach
had
rants
to
and
say.
raves on the sideline and calls the referee some names you don't.
Really fast. This is the pregame video.
That's pregame?
Their coach rants and raves on the sideline and calls the referee some names you don't want to hear. And now we get 6-0, and I got a kid with a ripped jersey, and they go, I didn't see it. Come on, man. This is for the national championship.
Oh, Geno Auriemma clearly upset at the disparity in fouls. Now, here is the physical play that Geno was upset about, that Sarah Strong endured on that final possession, as Strong
It looked like good basketball to me.
hooked it
I
up
don't know what you're talking about.
inaccurately.
That looked like
and
good basketball to me. And then she ripped her own jersey. Didn't nobody rip her jersey. She ripped her own jersey. And Geno wanted to try to say that Dawn's team did that. No, bruh, it's on tape. We got it all. Ain't nobody missed nothing. It's all on you, Geno. But this is what Geno had to say in the post game, like a little bitch.
Dawn said post game that the exchange had something to do with her not shaking your hand pre-game. Is that what you said to her post game? And do you have any regrets about the way you handled that exchange with her and your communication about her to Holly Rowe in the fourth quarter?
I don't have any regrets about what I said to Holly Rowe. Why would I? Why would I? I've been coaching a long time. I've never had a kid have to change their jersey because somebody ripped it and the official said I didn't see it. There are a lot of things that happen in that game. Unless you're on that sideline, you have no idea what's happening on that sideline. No, I mean, for 41 years I've been coaching and I've been, 25 Final Fours. And the protocol is before the game, you meet at half court. Anybody ever see that before? Two coaches meet at half court.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw y'all meet at half court, bruh. We saw Dawn shake your hand, bruh. We saw all of that. We saw all of that before and after the tournament. Before the game and after the game. But yet and still, you want to act like a big ass baby on the sideline because you couldn't get your way. That's your fault. That ain't our fault. Your undefeated season went down the toilet bowl. Your team lost. Your player ripped her own jersey. And you had something foul to say about Dawn. And then that fake ass apology you were issued, that apology ain't nothing because you didn't even issue an apology to Coach Staley. You issued an apology to the South Carolina staff. The staff ain't do nothing to you. You ain't did nothing to the staff. You should apologize to Coach Staley personally. Personally. Without including anybody else. Without including her staff, her university, or anybody else around it. Your apology should have been loud and as disruptive as your doggone big baby tantrum on the sideline. You should have acknowledged Coach Staley in your doggone apology. You did not, which makes you a big ass punk. Your legacy is going down the drain with your actions today. A year ago, you were standing on the sideline, swinging and waving your hands because you, come on, Don, come on, Don, come on, Don, give me a hug because we beat y'all. This year, you get your ass whooped. You ain't got nothing to say. Get out of here, man. Dawn say she gonna beat Geno ass. And I'm with Dawn Staley. They need to beat Geno ass. And Geno ought to be embarrassed. And he still got to reissue an apology. But anyway, y'all let me know, man. We're going to keep updating on this thing and see what's popping off. And the girls, South Carolina plays UCLA for the national title. Dawn is going for her 3rd national title in 4 years because Geno interrupted the doggone flow last year with his punk ass. But anyway, we going to get another one. Let's go. You know we rocking with the Gamecocks all day, every day. You see LA got a big bruiser down there in the middle. Big Brett, she about that business. She like 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". She about that business. She averaged about 14 and 10 a game. Yeah, but Dawn got some hoopers. Dawn got some true hoopers. A bunch of But anyway, man, we gonna get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Turn the post notification bell on. Hit that little star at the bottom. Hype your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. We bout them bangers all day. It is what it is. I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all know what we do around this joint. Peace out.